Oh, you already laughed.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Hey, y'all.
I thought you plugged it back up. So I'm offline.
Yeah, I'm alright. Can you unplug that camera and plug it back in, please? Fucking. Will you unplug the camera and plug it back in, please? Happy Monday, y'all. Hoping everybody is staying safe. And happy Monday. But hold on, but your arm is big. You got the comments over there. I can't get to them.
I got the comments. You
Oh,
stay
you
over
do the
there.
comments. I will.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, they both up. I invited you.
Richmond Heights, Florida.
If
We
you
in here.
when you're here, say you're here.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh,
Let us know when you're here. See you in the building, but we are waiting to have a little chat.
where you from?
Stop looking like that.
You gonna be all right there, cheaper?
Sorry, y'all.
That ain't no Marion, is it?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. That's Ray J.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. You got your R&B superstars mixed up.
Yeah, I got everything mixed up. Anyway,
Why I got this thing beside it?
well, I can't see if you're a big fan.
I can't see it's like a little dollar sign. No, I say 5. I think. You see it? Like a little sunburst.
I think you're special.
Huh?
Say I think you're special.
I'm special. Come on in the room. Let us know what's happening. What set you claiming?
Go ahead and invite. No. Don't do that. Go ahead and invite somebody in. Let us know who is here. Say hello, hello.
I'm here.
Don't you put here on there.
Hello.
So extra.
Hello.
So anyway, as y'all know, you gotta do most of the talking. I'm sorry, coughing. So whatever.
Huh?
Can you introduce the subject?
It's on the screen. I'm talking about as we know. As we know what? What we know?
Right, you want me to call?
Miss Coughs a lots.
All right. Yeah.
We're gonna speak on the phenomenon of celebrity marriages.
Yes.
Specifically, Devon, Franklin, and Megan the Good have decided to do what?
Get busted.
Divorce. Now, when they first got together, they wrote some books and they were on every TV show and every podcast and everything else telling us the secret to be married.
Of a successful marriage.
Yeah, obviously their secret didn't work so good. So they was married for about 15 minutes. And now they splits deals. So what's going on with that, Miss Thomas?
Well, my question is, why is it such a phenomenon for people to jump on the bandwagon of everything that looks good?
Right.
Like you have people around that have been married for a long time, have healthy marriages. Why not lean on those people as opposed to just celebrities?
I don't know why. I'm still trying to figure out why people are so enamored with what celebrities got going on. Like every little thing they do, people all over. Celebrity
Well,
went to the store. Celebrity did this. Like
well, usually
celebrity
it's something in them.
dating this person.
Usually it's something in their marriage that they want or they like. You know what I'm saying? And they want to be like or
But even
emulate.
if they're not married, whoever they dating or sleeping with or whatever, people are all in it.
That's
They
true.
had TV shows just dedicated to just that. And I always thought that was so weird. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
That's their business.
it is their business, but some kind of way people find other people's business really amusing.
Oh, we know that because if that wasn't the case, Facebook and what's the other ones and all them others wouldn't be so
Twitter,
successful.
Instagram. Well, I mean,
Because all you on there doing is being nosy, trying to see what people got going.
do not make me laugh.
That's the truth. What other reason you go on there for? It's not to connect with people because you ain't talked to people in years and you still don't talk to them just because you send them a message on Facebook for their birthday and Easter and Christmas because the thing remind you to do it.
Well, sometimes, Cedric, people do connect with people like you. People go get up, grow up, and go different places, and you don't have any contact with them, so you get in contact with somebody that you may not know where they are anymore,
You know,
right?
I don't know. I don't have that experience. I guess.
Hmm. Well, the whole thing is the two of them. They did their whole thing was they waited for marriage, for sex, which is God's way.
That's great.
So that is a great thing. What I would caution against is going on a world tour when you've been married for 10 minutes because life will bring you challenges regularly. But then you have
Challenge.
the regular challenges when you're going to work and stuff. You have to kind of work it out and spend time together. But if you both have busy schedules, busy schedules, and um,
Now, let me ask you a question, just playing devil's advocate.
mm-hmm.
Do you think that being a celebrity actually contributed to the demise of their marriage? And what I mean by say that, like always having people in your business, everything you do is scrutinized, or why she wear that, why she went here, why she went there.
I do.
And not to mention that she was the first lady at the church.
So I do. Let me tell you a couple of things. I do think, first of all, they all have assistants. So a lot of times, instead of being like me text you and say something, or call each other, we might have something. Hey, call Cedric and say X Y Z, which might be okay once. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want your wife or husband calling you through somebody else regularly.
All the time, right?
And then when things happen, somebody that's not in your relationship telling you what they feel is going on or the meaning. But like if somebody sees some of the stuff you do, even now they'd be like, "Oh, he don't care for you," or "Oh, he don't whatever." But you have a different type of personality. You got a little quirks to you. I know those quirks, and I learned those quirks by spending time with you.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody else could have gave me the wrong feedback on what that meant. Like you don't like your stuff being touched, nothing. I mean, that's from shoes to phone to nothing. Now I could use your phone at any time. I set up the passwords. That's not a security. Like secrecy is not an issue,
Right.
but you don't like your stuff period being touched. But if somebody's not used to that, then like if somebody came to somebody, their husband always turn his phone over, or he always have his phone to the side. Those are things that usually would cause reason for pause.
Mm-hmm.
But you just crazy like that.
I don't appreciate that word.
Crazy.
I have my own eccentric ways.
Idiosyncrasies.
What? Idiot? What?
I can't tell. Idiosyncrasies. Is that right? What is it? What is it, guy?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Not that. I know it ain't that. Anyway, I think that plus what? So the celebrity part contributed to it. What about being the first lady of the church?
So
and being butt naked on the TV.
now there was an interview. They went to a thing they were talking on. So a lady got up and she was talking scripture about how women are to portray themselves.
Right.
And she said, dog, I can't breathe. I need my inhaler.
Where is it?
I don't know. The lady said, gave the scripture, and they was like, yeah, she said, so you're gonna start to cover up more. And then he was like, oh, she ain't got to pull no clothes. I know he feels the need to defend her, but I know she's an actress, but there is some levels to this. First lady can't be out there with her titties out and stomach. You just can't. There's something that come with their role.
Well, at this point, everybody done seen them by now. They've been out for a long time. Tanya say they unequally yoked. Like, oh, it came up. I'm like, why is it on there now?
Yeah, they are unequally yoked, but they played a role. But the whole issue, Tanya, is that they went on this world tour as soon as they got married. You gotta go when you get married. You gotta go through something. You will be tested, and I'm not even talking about that. When people get married and do things, be telling they doing counseling. I remember some couple that got married and they was doing marriage counseling, and they had been married like a year or so. And I know you're a pastor, but hold off on that, homie, because you need to be able to tell somebody how to navigate. Like them people can read the scripture themselves,
right?
But what you want is them to be able to understand how did you make it through.
You need some practical application.
Because marriage is not easy. Being married to Cedric Thomas is not easy.
No, but it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Right?
Yes.
I know it is.
Being married to me is easy too.
You're welcome.
And he's gonna be laugh through the
What'd you say again? Say what? Been married to his wife?
Wonderful.
His what?
Wonderful.
Okay.
So we're talking about secrets. Not secrets, Jesus. I'm tired.
Secret.
I'm tired.
Secret lover.
So you think that he may have been attracted to the bad girl in her?
I don't think she's a bad girl.
I mean, not bad girl like as in like
because she had her tennis out.
Not just that. I'm just saying her in general. Like she gives you a sexy nasty vibe.
Yeah, for sure. But I think because she was willing to compromise and do some things, I think that was attractive too. I mean, she's an attractive lady, but like you said, they were both willing to wait and all that kind of stuff. She's like, oh, she really loved me.
And I think she may have been pursuing God, but you got to, not only with marriage, but in life, you got to be tested and tried.
Yeah, but it's different when, like I said, you're a celebrity and you're used to doing things a certain way and getting money. Like you pursuing God, but not really.
Well, you have to have a really deep longing to be connected to God, because if you weren't not even taking him out the equation, you don't really want to do. You have to be true to your spirituality and what God told you to do, as opposed to what this role is telling you to do. Like I've always wondered, as an actress or an actor, how do you make the right decision? Like if you got a role, but in the role you gotta pretend like you're having sex. Like, is that okay? Because
I don't know about that.
Tasha said something. Somebody said something.
She said right. She waited with him. Yeah, they waited together, and I think that was kind of.
I think that's part of it. I think that's part of the allure too for people. Right. Like, oh, you waited to marriage, but it's not just them that people follow though.
But listen, if you gonna wait and then get married and then be divorced in a year and a half or however long, you might as well go ahead and do it. Just wait. Might as well go and get it
in. Well, here's the problem. You can wait. You can wait for marriage. That's fine. My issue is not just with them though. It's just that people long for people to put out a marriage book. Like any celebrity that put out a marriage book, even before they get married, like this is what you do to get married and stay married. Get married. Like they buy the book hoping that this is the
Steve Harvey's book.
Steve Harvey book. Oh my gosh.
They even did a movie on it. Big Mike, Richmond Heights in here. I see you.
Lord. Hey Mike.
Tanya said nope. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. To me, she might have been waiting after they got married too.
What you mean?
Like not, hidden it. Because you go film movies and they months at a time, you off wherever you are on set, could be anywhere. He at the church house preaching and teaching.
I mean, but she was on a tour with him about their. They. When did you write a book? Did y'all say I do and then write a book that on their honeymoon?
It could have been ghost written. They just put their name on it.
I'm curious to see when they got
But
married.
I'm saying after that world tour though, she had went back to work because she's been in several movies since then. Like, how do you negotiate that when you're away for months at a time or whatever, filming movie, wherever it is? And he can't just like leave the church for a long period of time to see the pastor, right?
I don't know if he's the only pastor though. You know how they have youth pastors and so on.
I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about him.
So they got married June 16th, 2012.
No, I ain't got married in 2012.
Oh, well, yes it is. That's what it say.
Really? No.
So they had I did see somebody say it was almost a decade.
Really?
But I'm trying to figure out when they wrote the book.
Hell, sound like it was that long. 2012.
Yeah, I know. See, that's how lives get started.
Oh, I didn't say how long it was. I'm just saying it doesn't seem like that long. But they did the book early on though. When the book came out.
2015. So 3 years. No, but it wasn't full 3 years.
Well,
I'm just saying. I'm trying to say yes, 9 years, but I
guess it's long enough.
Well, no, I would caution
3 years. Well, at least. So tell us how long we need to wait before we write a book.
5 years at least. Because the first year you be all giddy usually and around here playing tag, hump and go get it.
And what about the second year? What's happening?
You don't like each other. Oh, Jay, I can't laugh with you today. I'm not playing with you today. Oh my God, I started coughing. So don't do that. My name is not Amy. I'm gonna change the name to say it, Amy. That's too funny. Hey, brother. So I would say because people go through changes, because that cycle you're trying to learn each other. You're trying to learn what marriage is. You're trying to get living together or whatever the case may be. Although now most people live together before they get married. So
well, but also you're trying to figure out what things work and what things don't for your situation because everybody's situation is different.
Because the first 5 years of our marriage was literally hell. Did we have any good times in the first marriage?
That's what them ladies are saying about Toby and Wingway and that lady. You don't hear embarrassing me talking about how bad our relationship is. It's not relationship goals.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all know what's his name, Toby and Fat
in Wingway
and Fat. We can talk about that. That's a whole other topic because she talked about a bunch of people. That lady be right there hating black men. Period.
Well, I didn't see that. You just showed me that one part. So
well, we have to talk about it later.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying that because what you're saying every time we say that's what you say.
Right.
It's similar to what he said. But I think she misconstrued it. But that's for another day.
But what I was saying is that I actually talked to somebody today
about that,
about love stories and relationships, and I was saying we don't have a love story. Like we don't have no.
Well, but you keep saying that, but we do.
What's a love story?
We've been married 20 years. That's a
love
story.
It's not.
That's definitely a love story.
Let me finish my story, man. I said, girl, I am struggling bad. I feel bad.
No sugar.
I really feel bad right now. But we're gonna be on here just for a little bit. I have not been at the house. I've been home on some treatments and everything else. Thank you, Lena, for checking. That's a love Bible. Right, okay, so let me tell you.
What's a love to all of us?
Love, I guess. Yeah. So here's the thing. I said I always want us to have a love story. Like Lena, I don't know how you met Mike, but you know how people say they meet this person and they want to date and he proposed to her, or I could have a whole series or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I think, and that's another show too. I think part of the reason why, even though we have a wonderful marriage, we married for a long time. I wouldn't trade you or our marriage for anything. Mm-hmm. You see on social media some kind of romantic proposal or something nice, and he's like, oh, I wish I had a love story. People have always asked us when we went to speak places, like, what's your love story? It was like,
They had the same thing. They divorced. Wonderful proposal. They was beautiful wedding.
He didn't have no wonderful proposal.
They did. They talked about it on them shows they was on. How he proposed.
How he proposed.
Said, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I ain't my business. I'm just saying you was saying something about it. And their wedding was very nice and elaborate and expensive. And they wasted
Look,
money.
Lane say long story, but I'm saying it to me. It just kind of says how we are as people,
right?
Because I have what people want, which is a great marriage, a great husband, but yet I'm longing for something that and not all the time. Nah, just being this is a truth moment. Just when you see truth moment, when you see somebody with this wonderful proposal, you tend to want this wonderful proposal, but how much of a love story do you want other than being married?
Do you want a love story or do you want a love in marriage?
Say again.
I said, do you want a love story or do you want a loving marriage? Because a lot of those people love in at the story.
That's true.
They have a great love story and then they're not married no more.
But the proposal was great as well as a man. That's good. And you can't go back and turn back the hands of time for a certain story. I know that God has a plan for everything.
That's correct.
But I wouldn't redo a story for the marriage.
See, Jay wrote something. He said a story can be a fairy tale.
And that's true. And that's true. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm kind of like I have an issue with my asthma and everything else. I just feel like
but that's what I was saying too. Like, people so worried about the story and the wedding, and then once that's over with, they're like, well, I don't really want to be married. I just want enamored with the love story and the wedding. The wedding was beautiful. Love story is great, but we can't stand each other. We can't deal with each other in kindness and in love.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, and what you're saying is absolutely right. I don't want to change this proposal and all that stuff for the marriage. I'm just saying that how weird is it that you got what people are looking, because ultimately they want a partner that loves them, that's there for them, that they can have fun with.
Because that's how you condition. Because every movie you watch, it's always focused on what's the story, what's the proposal. They do something grandiose. Was it on TV? Just like the guy proposed at the Adele concert.
That was nice. But that girl said she had been waiting on him to marry her for a long time. So I felt.
Listen, it ain't how long she was waiting. Once they get married, it doesn't matter how long she was waiting. They married at that point.
Yeah, I think it does, because I would be pissed off if I waited for you to been with you for 12 years and we married for 2 years. I don't know what that is, but I know a lot of people that be together for a long time.
But why would you be pissed off that you got married? That's what you wanted ultimately.
I'm saying people want the marriage.
Talking about married for 2 years and then divorce.
I've seen people. I've seen
that's
that happen.
Because when you get married, things change sometimes.
And we talked about that.
That's why they be hesitant about doing the marriage thing. They give you the old adage, if it's broke, don't fix it. And people get married and lose their mind.
Well, you told me this because people start they have a different set of requirements for marriage. Right. So when we get married,
how do you enforce that? If we've been living together for 4 years already, and the only thing changed is we got married, then you want to act the donkey. Yeah, it shouldn't change.
It shouldn't change, but I personally know about 4 or 5 people that have been with somebody for a long time, like 12, 15 years, 5, like living together, been together, had a good relationship, and got married. And I promise you, a year, 2 years, one time it was 6 months. I was like, what? Because it made me come on and ask Cedric, why are people getting divorced after they've been in a relationship for?
Because I'm telling you, your mind changed. You like, you know what? We married now. Now I need you to do X, Y, Z. I need you to this, that, and the other.
So this is wife requirements. This husband requirement. Well, your boyfriend, girlfriend, you don't feel me, I guess. I don't know.
I guess.
I would feel that.
It don't make any sense to me either, but I know that's what happens.
Right. Well, the whole thing is be cautious who you go after, who you model your relationship after, who you take advice from.
Right.
Because a lot of people know how to look good, look a certain way. My sister always mess with my husband about his face and how he don't look loving Like his face. Cedric be having a face unit. If you didn't know him, you'd be like, "Oh, he don't like her. He mean." That's his Cedric face. But there's nothing that he won't do. And if you mess with me, you'll understand how he feel about it. But that's just him. I had to learn that his house, his upbringing is different than mine.
Right.
Like our family hugged and met out all the time. His family didn't do that. So, that's just not. Now he's more of a hugger and stuff now. Well, not COVID.
This ain't
Not COVID. But I heard nobody during COVID. But he's definitely learned a lot. He come around a lot. He hugs me. But in the beginning, it was rough. 'Cause, I mean,
well, you anytime you put two people from two different backgrounds together, it's normally gonna be kind of rough.
Well, the thing about it is that we were big huggers and touchers, and our family was close. You're not close to your dad and them. You're not close to your sister and them. Like, y'all talk, but y'all not.
Yeah.
So for me, like I talk to my sisters almost every day. Now we don't talk on the phone as much because they can't read, but we talk via text, like sending stuff all day long. So
Jay said, you think it might be because people are too young and they aren't the same people years later?
Well, that's the problem. You have to grow and evolve with it. We're
together. Yeah.
I mean, you've been married now, Jay. How long you been married? Because you've been married a minute.
Yeah.
We've been married now. Going on to April will be 20 years that we've been married.
Right.
And so you look at the fact that we have grown and evolved, and who we are now is not who we was back then. But and even like Cedric don't hold hands for the most part, but like Cedric will hug, Cedric do other stuff. So he's come around. It's just a difference in setting a normal in your house.
Right. Lena says Mike is the ultimate hugger.
Is it really?
Uh-huh.
That's cool, Lena.
5 years.
Big teddy bear. It's just been 5 years. I swear I feel like it's been longer than that.
Wow. I was just looking at them pictures
when he proposed to her.
Yeah.
I was looking at they came up in my feed one day at iPhone they
had
come
Jace on around my
your neck.
Yeah.
They came up on the feed when he proposed to her, and the pictures are so beautiful. They're in black and white. They are absolutely beautiful.
Well, they look good. I was in them, so
I was talking about the one with just them.
Jay said, but I got married in my late 30s.
See, now how is that getting married in your late 30s? I hear people say they don't do well once they get married later.
Well, because a lot of people are already set in their ways and they don't like to change, and that's all marriage is about: compromise. And
there's another one down there.
Coming to a consensus. And so I had to get used. Oh, she had to get used to the hugging.
So Lena's not. So Lena,
she was the non-touchy one, touchy-feely.
Lena got the mouth and she don't want you touching all that.
So she got the what?
The mouth. Remember she was talking about she be telling people off?
Oh yeah, Lord have mercy. But she's growing in grace.
I can't question that.
Mike said, I like showing affection to my wife. If I don't, someone will, and I don't want. I know that's right. All that, yeah.
Lena, do better.
But see, that's what it's about. If you show affection to your spouse, they don't have to guess, they don't have to wonder how you feel about them.
Right.
And that cuts a lot of things off at the pass. And it also helps you with what I want to say, with not just communicating, but compromising. Because if you feel like someone cares for you, you're more willing to compromise and, take one for the team. And if you think somebody don't care nothing about you, like, yeah, you don't care nothing about me, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do my thing.
Right.
So that helps. And, I learned that over the years.
I
put that one up already.
I know. I answered it.
Lena says all that.
Well, it's a you have to be committed to grow.
Yeah.
So like when Jay said they're not the same people, I hope they're not. Mm-hmm. The issue is they have to grow. It's weird. They gotta go forward and together. So they gotta come from here
at the same time.
And they gotta go like this, and then they gotta start being like this at some point in time. But what happens is people go like this, and then some people going here, going, like one person might be super spiritual, the other one like, now I want a club. You just don't ever know what people are.
Well, but the thing is, you have to be focused and intentional on it, because if all your attention is on your career or the kids or whatever, then you're not putting any energy into your marriage. So you have to do it on purpose. So because you got a finite amount of energy. It's gonna go somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah, it's going somewhere. So whatever you focus on, the thing that you're gonna get better in and grow in. Not saying that you can't get ahead in your career, not saying that at all, but you definitely have to find time and make time for your.
But both of them know enough to know they should have been taking each other with it. Because if you going this way and I'm going that way, we're not spending time together. So we're married, but we're just married, you know.
Like I say, you definitely have to make some type of compromise in order for things to work and run smooth. Ain't that the triple truth?
Even when you make compromises, it don't always work smoothly. Because
sometimes you got to make a compromise in the compromise.
Listen, I know one of the things we had an issue with was our willingness to compromise at the same time.
Right.
Like I might be willing to do something, and he like whatever, bump it, you did, and then he might be willing to compromise, and I'm acting stupid. So if you're not willing to say, you know what, let's make this work, let's move forward
together.
The person I was talking to today said she remember me saying to her, which I didn't remember. I mean, I said it, but I remember saying to her that if we hadn't been struggling financially, that we probably wouldn't have been together. I said, I'm almost positive we wouldn't have been together if we hadn't struggled.
Yeah.
Because the struggle made you be like, we too broke to go separate places or to go somewhere else and kind of figure out this, figure out that. It was going to be a whole...
Too much like work.
It'd be a whole headache. It's more work than just stay here and figure this out.
Right.
And people, and not that having money is a bad thing, but and when you early on in your marriage, it can cause you to have options. Your friend,
yeah, because both of them had plenty of money, so they was like, you know what, I ain't worried about it. I'm just gonna get my own spot, and we'll do what we do. So they had no incentive to work it out. Like I got money, I don't need you. You got money, you don't need me. So
right,
deuces.
But here's the thing: I want anybody to think that we totally believe in marriage God's way. You are supposed to wait till marriage. A lot of people don't. That doesn't mean that you're going straight to hell, but you're supposed to wait before you have sex, get married.
Right.
And so that part is not the issue that we're taking. They're taking the part that.
Oh no, that was good.
That was amazing.
That was awesome.
The part we're taking is that they went on a tour before being tried and tested.
Right.
You can tell me because right now we're in the Google Gaga stage, but and that stage lasts different for different people. Sometimes it's a year or 2 years.
Well, my thing about it is just like when the Wright brothers were making an airplane, they had to test it over and over and over again before they let somebody else get on it.
Right.
You don't build something and then let somebody else get on. Like, I think it might work. Yeah, that's not fair to the person. You know what I'm saying? They get hurt up because it didn't work.
And I want to know who their spiritual advisors or leadership is, because they should have been saying, hey, I make sure that y'all spend time together. Right. You know what I'm saying? That y'all alone, not with assistants and other stuff. But looking at,
you might want to take a break from these movies for the first little bit so y'all can get y'all stuff solid.
But 9 years, they probably thought they were pretty solid.
No, but I think the last little bit, I'm not sure, but I think I read they were separated or something that last
and they was keeping
year and a half, 2 years or whatever it was. They weren't even together. They was separate lives already. They just decided to make it public and make it official. But it's been a couple years from what I understand that they're on their own.
So we'll start this as marriage goes, because the other one we're gonna talk about is it was that Tobe. I gotta make sure.
Ingwigwe.
In whatever.
I don't know. I just said that. I think that's close.
There's another couple, and they were saying this particular girl really, 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 really hates black men, and she talks about how when black women settle for less, and it bothers me because
does she have anybody? Or she one of them single?
She's single. It's a couple of them that's single, and
how you gonna tell somebody they settling? You don't have nothing.
Bram was telling me today that she was having another couple that they both hate black men. Like, how's another couple girls?
Oh,
they do a thing together, and they hate black men. Like, what is why?
Well, somebody probably did them wrong or something.
But then you can have an issue without being on a world
everybody
on a world
can't do
tour.
That. They're just like some people with church hurt. I got hurt in church and I ain't never going back. Like, okay. I mean, you got hurt, we understand, but you can't project that on every church and every person at the church.
That's true, but they do.
That's what I'm saying. So
but
the same thing.
They say no such thing as church hurt.
Well, that's not true. But just like sometimes women get hurt by men and they go to women because they don't, hey, man did me wrong, so I'm going to get me a woman.
Yeah.
But they'll find out that women cheat on you too. And do you dirt McGirt.
Well, the funny thing is, the domestic violence is really, really, really grotesque and violent in the homosexual community.
Yeah, but listen,
they have a higher.
If you
they'll slash you.
Listen, if you gay and you get in a fight, ain't no domestic violence. You just got in a fight with another dude.
That's
so. You know what I'm saying?
But then what is it called?
Battery.
Yeah.
So that's okay. You cool with that, but you get hitting on a woman, you going to jail for sure. Mm-hmm. That mess you all up. So that's why it's, hey.
Well, I'm running out of gas, y'all.
You running low, honey?
I'm running. I'm so close to lay on your shoulder right now. I'm running out of gas. Oh my God. We came home. I said we're gonna do it. He said, "Why you asking me?" I was like, "I don't know."
Did good, honey. It's about 40 minutes, and you talked and everything. Look at you.
I need to treat me. I need to eat.
Strong.
I just took one pill. I need some more. But
all right. Give us your last. She said, "Feel better, hon."
Oh, thank you, baby.
So, what are your last thoughts? We may expound on this at a later time. We just wanted to throw that out there so you can think on things, give you something to ponder.
Well, I think that at least next week I'm gonna do a thing. We're gonna be talking about couples. If you have a couple you want us to talk about,
you're gonna do a thing
about relationship goals, wrong couples, wrong stories.
What's your relationship goals? Who your relationship goals?
I'm my relationship goals.
Look at you.
I got a husband that love me, that understand me. Just like my sister and her husband married, they just celebrated 41 years. They are relationship goals for them. And, of course, I love their marriage and relationship, but the stuff they do works for them.
Right.
They have a system. What me and my sister are two totally different people. So you wouldn't work with her.
Yeah, but me and Jerry are pretty similar.
You and Jerry who? He said him and Jerry pretty similar.
We just alike. We just like that. Me and him, same.
Lies, you tell.
Listen, Ted ain't the Terry me. I'm his twin.
Excellent. Oh
God. Say it, finish the show. Here, take a break.
Go ahead, say it, finish the show.
Take a break. Here, get you some water. Just sip. So yeah, we were just you said next week we're gonna do what now?
He just told me to take a break. Now you go ask me a question.
I wasn't listening. I was mesmerized by your beauty.
My booty, man, was not beauty.
I can't see it. You sitting on it, honey. I still can't see it.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't breathe.
Anyway, we're gonna talk about what's the other thing you said earlier? I can't remember. You said relationship goals and then something else.
Just in couples, these like people are with what the girl was knocking, saying their love story or whatever.
So what aspect of that are you gonna cover? Why they feel that way or what?
Maybe we'll just watch a little bit of it so you can see what she was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like her,
right?
Okay.
Because I watched her when you showed me before, and I totally disagree with what she was saying. It didn't make any sense. She was like assigning meaning to stuff that didn't mean that, and it was a stretch. It was a stretch, in my opinion, my humble opinion. But I'm married. She's not, so I don't understand single people.
Right. And single
women, how they
single hurt women is what it is. She got to get healed for whatever happened to her. It could be her dad.
Oh yeah, she could have all kind of issues that are unresolved that need to be worked out. But
I look love behind you.
That's because you lean way back. But yeah, people, just think about that when you looking at these books and people on these talk shows. You need to do your research and
have somebody around.
Investigate.
I know some couples you could call that got some good relationships that that you can lean on, not these old fake men that be there for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's good. Somebody that you can see on a day-to-day basis, how they interact, how they get along, what the quality of their relationship. And besides someone you see on TV for 30 minutes once every week or 2 weeks or whatever, he could be blacking that eye as soon as they get off the TV.
You eat black man? You eat black man?
No, I won't do that.
Why?
I like freedom.
You think I'm gonna call the police on you?
Don't matter. I can't do that. I'm nonviolent. I'm Martin Luther King.
You used to lie. You Malcolm X.
Martin Luther King.
Did you hear your daughter? She talking about nonviolent.
Nonviolent.
Obviously, she don't think that.
Here we go. Mike said, "Will Junior wife write a marriage book?"
okay. I got to. Mike, we are writing the book. Okay, so this is the issue. We've been writing this book for about 10 years.
For as long as we've been writing this book, yeah.
But now I have a date that I have to have it done by. And it is like the 25th, I think it was 24th, 25th. Yeah. So while I'm not feeling well, and I was print some more of the stuff out today. Because we've done different seminars. We have stuff we need to put together to the book form.
Yeah, we've been researching and we have the outline and the notes pretty much done. So
we have to
we haven't came up exactly what it is.
We're throwing
some
names around, yeah. But we haven't figured exactly. But we talk about marriage in this generation though.
Yeah, so it's in the works, Big Mike. It's coming.
Yeah. So y'all might not have the finished product in the end of January, but I would say no later than the end of February. We'll have
get it to some type of editing or some final revisions or something.
Yes, and I have on watch night. I told my church, and so they are holding me accountable as well. So don't worry. Yeah, but we trying to help some people, and we have enough people that we know what some issues are.
Yeah. But if we just wrote about the issues that we had, that would be enough. That we do us, that'd be one book. Helping other people would be another book. We got enough junk to fill up a book for sure.
Y'all doing the tour, Mike. We'll do a tour when Omarion
get
in Delta and Alaska quit playing. Dang, why you putting me out? What? You know you tell my husband that he don't show no love. So sometimes he'll be sitting there, he'll be like this, you don't see his love in your face. And I'm like, boy, you got my face. Because you done said something. It is a random time. He just come like, you don't see his love in your face. Boy, you don't get my face.
He might say, let us know when the book signing is. Oh, yes, sir.
I appreciate your support.
Lena said we need to read it and have discussions on Monday.
And so, Lena, it was supposed to be a book with a workbook.
Right.
And so
because it's supposed to be used by churches or whoever want to use it for.
People can buy a regular, but when we go through our sessions, we want people to be able to, because people learn by what they write, just not sitting there. Everybody don't remember reading, but if you have like a fill in the blank for XYZ.
Plus you can go back and refer to it in those times when you need it, and you wrote it in your own shorthand or whatever, so you can get right to it instead of trying to flip through the book to remember what.
We did that when we were early, when we were having problems. We went to Relationship 101 with Brother Paul and Sister Libby.
Yes.
They had 101, 102, 112, 212, 3.
We took them all.
Yes, and listen, Brother Paul and Sister Libby so doggone detailed. They have a book. Everybody had a binder. Each week they give you more stuff to go into the binder, which is something when COVID cleared I do want to do. And they would leave blank, so they would go over the stuff and you would talk about it. So you write what they say, but it's in your words because you now understand it. It's not just me telling you what to do. So marriage is a wonderful thing if you have the right person.
Yeah.
Being somebody that's been married more than once, I can tell you the wrong person can have you in the wrong place.
Yeah.
But
we always say it could be the best thing or the worst thing,
right?
But choose you this day.
But don't follow the crowd. Everybody gets married, and they are look, David, Lena.
Be ready for it. Open to advice. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate, we should appreciate the support and the love. We actually have not this week, but we usually have quite a few couples that we do in the evening. It'd be like Monday after the thing Monday, after our prayer on Tuesday, Wednesday. Well, not Wednesday because I go to my parents' house on Wednesday, but like Thursday. I'm telling you. But I am so glad that we're able to help people because somebody helped. Not somebody. Some people.
Multiple people helped us for
and
sure.
So I
that's good conversations, as Mike said. Yeah, we definitely needed lots of help, buddy.
Well, you know what the thing about is that sometimes you just didn't even think about stuff that could possibly come up. Yeah. So we talk about stuff that can come up that we didn't foresee happening.
Well, but it's different challenges now because, like, when your parents got married, they didn't have to worry about cell phones and social media and all that mess. Yeah, all the different things. So that wasn't even an issue. Like, let me look at your phone. Let me get wasn't no cell phone.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't even have 2 lines on the house phone then.
No, they had party line. Y'all say I don't even know about the party line.
Well, that was when we were young. They didn't have that when your parents got married. They were lucky to have the phone in the house. The landline. Shoot.
I just robbed something. Robbed the jewelry store until it made me a grill. I look like I'm retarded.
Okay. Anyway, we appreciate the love, y'all. We're glad y'all here for the conversation. We're gonna come back at you again. You was partying.
Yeah, right. You see me touch. I party like I'm half high. Oh my God.
If that's the partying, boy, that's sad.
I know that's our life. That's our party.
Woo, turn up. Okay,
Instead of come do like this real quick and then go sit down somewhere.
What?
Although watch night, I did have really good watch night service.
Oh, you wide open.
I had a good time.
Yeah, you went right to sleep.
I was struggling afterwards. No, I had already cooked my breakfast.
Don't lie to me. You already had cooked everything.
I said I already cooked breakfast.
Right.
I made sure my family was well fed.
Baby, it was 20 minutes. It was 12:22. You out of there. Me and Sean were laughing.
I watched a movie.
No, you did.
We watched. What movie you watched first?
You don't even know because you were asleep.
They always go to sleep. What movie you watched first?
I don't remember. Ask Sean. He'll tell you.
He gone.
Sean though. Me and Sean were watching. You was over here slobbing all over the couch.
I was slobbing on the couch.
You woke up in the wet spot.
He lying.
Lying to get attention.
Lying to get attention.
Well, anyway, family, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're going to cut it off right here. We're going to let my Boo Bear get some rest and get her a breathing treatment.
Yo, Boo Bear.
My Boo Bear.
Look at Chanel. Girl, he called me that now, Boo Bear.
My what's the other thing I call you? I forget.
Chanel finish making dinner for me.
That's so nice of her.
Mm-hmm. You finished making dinner. She done. Look.
Good job, Chanel.
Praise the Lord.
Yes.
Because
y'all, the Lord will provide.
Look, cause I cooked some collard greens and yellow rice and stuff. But y'all don't think I had the meat left. Y'all gonna be struggling.
There's cheese chicken in there.
The baked chicken.
Some chips. No, what you did in the skillet.
Baked, yeah.
Is that considered baked?
Yes.
Or
it was in the oven.
Fricassee, something.
Frankenseed.
I said fricassee. I don't know Frankenseed.
I was like, who? Frankincense and myrrh?
Frankincense and myrrh.
Bye, y'all. I can't make it. Turn it
anyway, let's say I called my wife my black diamond. Oh, I like that.
I do too.
Good job, Mike.
She crazy though. You got a crazy wife. Hey, you got a crazy black diamond.
All right. Oh yeah, I got her. I take care of her. Listen, Lena, she done had about 4 knee surgeries and all kind of other surgeries. I got plenty of practice. I know how I go.
I feel like Mary J now. I'm going down.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say good morning, gorgeous. I was like, no.
My whole world upside down.
Lena say, oh, she wrote what Lena said. I'm not crazy.
Oh, yes, you are, but you're a good crazy. You the kind of crazy you want on your team.
I know that's right.
Because Lena gonna go ham with you.
Right. All right, family. Love y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. Peace and blessings throughout the rest of the week. We'll see you next Monday. Peace.
Relationships next Monday. Goals and all that other man.
What?
The people, the couple.
Random stuff. Girl, hush.